Welcome to the channel. Today, I want to share an incredible story about a legendary figure from African history, Oba Ewuare the Great of the ancient Benin Kingdom. Have you ever wondered about the greatness of Africa's past? This story will amaze you. It's about leadership, innovation, and the power of resilience. Oba Ewuare took the Benin Kingdom from a time of chaos and disorder to its golden age, a time of peace, prosperity, and cultural flourishing. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the fascinating world of ancient Benin, where courage and vision shaped history. Long ago, the Benin Kingdom was one of the most powerful and organized societies in Africa. Its people were skilled in farming, trading, crafting beautiful arts, and also good in the art of bronze making. But like every great kingdom, Benin had its challenges. Before Eware's time, the kingdom fell into chaos. Power struggles, corruption, and disunity left the people living in fear. Leaders fought amongst themselves, and the people had no one to guide them. This was the world young Ewuare was born into. A world full of challenges, but also opportunities for greatness. Now, Ewuare was not born Oba. He was a prince, but his path to leadership was anything but smooth. His early years were marked by danger and betrayal. Powerful forces in the kingdom forced him into exile, and for many years he lived as a wanderer, hiding in the forest. Now imagine being in his shoes, far from home, with no friends, no family, and no certainty about the future. But instead of giving up, Ewuare used this time to grow. Stories passed down through generations says that during his exile, Ewuare encountered mystical spirits in the forest. One of these spirits, it is said, gave him blessings of wisdom and strength. It promised him that he would one day return to Benin to lead his people and restore the kingdom's greatness. Whether or not the story of the spirit is true, one thing is certain: Ewuare returned to Benin a changed man. He was no longer just a prince, he had become a leader, wise, brave, and determined to save his people. Eware's return to Benin was not peaceful. At the time, the kingdom was ruled by rival factions, and no one wanted to give up their power. But Ewuare knew that for the kingdom to survive, it needed strong and fair leadership. With the support of loyal warriors and chiefs, Ewuare fought to reclaim the throne. These battles were not easy, but Eware's intelligence and courage made him victorious. Finally, after years of struggle, Ewuare was crowned Oba of Benin. His name became Ewuare the Great, and his reign marked the beginning of a new era. Once he became Oba, Ewuare wasted no time in rebuilding the kingdom. He started by reorganizing the city of Benin itself. One of his most famous projects was the construction of the Benin Walls. Now, these weren't just ordinary walls. The Benin Walls were massive earthworks that surrounded the city and stretched for thousands of kilometers around the surrounding villages. Historians believe that the walls were among the largest man-made structures in the world at the time. They were designed to protect the kingdom from invaders, but they also symbolized the strength and unity of the Benin people. Ewuare didn't stop there. He also reorganized the kingdom into districts, making it easier to govern. He appointed leaders for each district, ensuring that everyone had a voice and that disputes could be settled fairly. While Ewuare was a brilliant leader in war and politics, he also had a deep appreciation for art and culture. He encouraged the kingdom's guild system, which brought together skilled artisans to produce some of the finest works of art Africa has ever seen, known today as the Benin Bronze. The Benin Bronzes, for example, were created during and after Ewuare's reign. These bronze sculptures and plaques were made using a technique called lost wax casting. They depicted scenes of life in the kingdom, royal ceremonies, warriors, and animals. These artworks weren't just decorations, they were a way of recording history and showing the world the greatness of the Benin Kingdom. Even today, the Benin Bronzes are considered masterpieces of African art and are displayed in museums all over the world. Ewuare didn't just focus on physical structures and governance. He also introduced new traditions that strengthened the kingdom's cultural identity. One of the most famous festivals he introduced is the Igue Festival, which is still celebrated today. This festival is a time of thanksgiving and renewal, where people pray for blessings, unity, and prosperity. It's a reminder of Ewuare's belief that spiritual strength is just as important as physical strength. Oba Ewuare's reign lasted for many years, and during that time, he transformed the Benin Kingdom into a powerful and prosperous empire. His achievements in governance, urban planning, art, and culture earned him the title Ewuare the Great. But his story isn't just about what he accomplished. It's also about the lessons he left behind. Ewuare's life teaches us that even in the face of exile and hardship, we can rise above the challenges. It shows us that leadership is not about power for its own sake, but about using power to serve and uplift others. Today, the story of Oba Ewuare reminds us of the greatness of African history and the resilience of its people. It's a story of hope, vision, and the power of unity. So, the next time you hear someone talk about Africa as a land without history, remember Oba Ewuare and the Benin Kingdom. Remember the walls of Benin, the beautiful bronzes, and the legacy of a leader who refused to give up on his people. Thank you for listening to this story. If you've enjoyed it, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this one. Let's keep celebrating our rich history, one story at a time. Until next time, stay curious and stay proud of who you are.